So we all have to take action. In sales calls, you know what, they just don't sell themselves anymore. I mean, let's think about something. It's you versus the prospect. Now, considering you versus the prospect, we have to know that somebody's going to make a decision. They're going to decide to hang up on you and or walk out of your store, walk out of the appointment and or meeting, and or you are going to decide to close them and or move on with your life. So when I say take action, this takes total sales precedence over anything else that you can imagine. Sales calls don't sell themselves. Tonality is what sells. Now, I get in arguments all the time with countless salespeople, closers, or whatever you may be. They all tell me, no, my old closing techniques, the old George Washington T-close, this, that, they all work perfectly for me. Well, guess what? You're completely wrong. So many studies have been done on this. Closing techniques generally just don't work. It's not just a technique. It's everything. Salespeople have to be a CEO, they have to be a CFO, they have to be a customer service representative, they have to be that salesperson, they have to be the in-between between a salesperson and a friend, they have to be that friend, they have to be the family, they need to know how to do the books, how to rewrite everything, how the brochures are printed, they need to know what's inside the brochures. You see, we're information people. Not only are we here to encourage or persuade other people to purchase something, but we're there to educate them. We're there to show them, hold their hand. We're closers. Closers are separate from salespeople. Salespeople, they just don't exist anymore. Closers are the people that are the new breed. You see, when you go through everything, and you remember there's one word right here called tonality, you're going to remember it's going to speak the truth, because this is the difference between a salesperson, a customer service representative, which is an order taker, and somebody that can go walk into a multi-million-dollar corporation, revise their whole business plan and mission statement, and sell a new software system. You see, tonality is what builds trust. Trust is built off tonality. Tonality has everything to do with not only the way you speak, but by the way you present your product. You see, the old adages by the old Brian Tracy's or, Zig Ziglar's, who are phenomenal at what they do, they always say, the customer is buying you. Now, when people say this, it's true and it's not true. They're buying the way you sound, the way you present yourself. You see, we all can look at an old rust bucket from the 1980s, carburetor, Yugo. And we say, oh, it was good then, for it served its purpose. But now you compare that to a new Mercedes coming off of the line, and it's just, there's nothing to be seen. You're going to choose the Mercedes. There's old, then there's new. Tonality is what can sell it, though. You see what I mean is this. You're presenting something in a way that's going to make it gorgeous, that's going to make it sparkle, that's going to make it gleam. When you just pitch monotone and you have no enthusiasm or conviction or charisma, you see, you sound like that boring politician on C-SPAN. No one wants to watch that channel. No one wants to pay attention. No one wants that product. We want something that blows up. Hollywood pictures. We want something to make us sit at the edge of our seat. We want that sales presentation to be, oh wow, I need that. The Super Bowl, they have commercials for what reason? Well, advertising, right? Marketing. But more companies spend more money doing a Super Bowl because there's more eyes watching. You see, I never understood that. Yes, you can increase your marketing budgets because more people are going to see it. It's more attractive, right, to marketing companies, advertising companies. Although people are watching all the time. And that's what we all forget. People are always watching us and our products. And they're looking for good sales presentations all the time, not just once. And that's the difference between a salesperson and a closer. A salesperson may make one great presentation, but then the rest of them are just average. We don't want that. You need every presentation to have the pizzazz, to have the tenacity inside them, to want to inspire somebody to say, I want that product, I want to buy from you. But how are you going to do that? Well, let's go through some steps of tonality. You have your up and your down, and then you're all the way around. You see, when you say certain words, let's say phenomenal, you have to raise your voice and lower it and carry it out. Once you can carry out your words, all of a sudden you're going to be an expert. You're going to be a closer. In all of our presentations, my main business is call center business. We do business over the phone. I do face-to-face, but 90% over the phone. See, in our business, they can't see us. People are blind to what we look like. We could be supermodels to them. We all wish we were, but we're all not. But we can present ourselves that way. We can make ourselves sound phenomenal. Sound phenomenal. You see, there's certain words out there like unbelievable. Different words have different contexts. And the way that you say them is going to bring in different meanings. See, people buy in part of your attitude. Right here, your attitude. Because your attitude is going to take your presentation and it's going to build it around the buying decision. If people don't hear something that's going to make them roller coaster scream with enthusiasm inside their head saying, you know what, I really need that, well, they're going to walk away. So our job is to take this product here, called Product X, and make it into Product Y, which has to be a star. So how do you do it? Simple. I want you to learn something called power statements, which we will cover later. Power statements are blurbs about your product that have to be said with a lot of charisma, enthusiasm. You have to sound like you're the president of the United States. You see, when a president and or a congressman or other great politicians, they give speeches, they say it, that just inspires you. Bill Clinton, one of the best speakers that ever lived. Still, Bill Clinton has such a charismatic personality that he just draws you in. He makes you want to listen. Certain salespeople lull you to sleep and bore you to death. They tell you about the product A through Z. See, that's not going to work. It's just not going to work. You got to tell me the exciting parts, the power statements about that product. This is the hottest product in the market. Here's why you should buy it. You have to say it with a tonality that's above and beyond. Not screaming at somebody, but high enough that they get, wow, what is this guy really so passionate about? Why does he believe that so much? Why can this product be better for me? One of the companies that I own is called the Insurance Academy, Insurance Specialists, and I teach my colleagues and associates, closers, to use the tonality to present it in such a way that they need this product. You cannot live without it, which is true in most likely all cases. Now, living with it, I take their power statements and then I make them present in such a way when I get somebody over the phone that you can't leave any room for them to want to hang up and go away. See, tonality has to be drawn out, raised above, and then shut back down through the floor. All of our competitors in that business all have the same pitch. It's all generic. Who wants to listen to that generic sales presentation? The mundane, regular salesperson saying, hello, Mr. Jones, this is Michael Tobias. I was calling you about your search for health insurance. How can I help you? Were you looking for a plan just for yourself or for the family? That's how they all sound. It's boring. Who wants to deal with that over the phone? It's the most horrendous business you can be in. First off, being an insurance agent, people are already prejudiced and stereotypical against you, right? And then you're selling a product that's mainly air, right? It's only a piece of paper that you're going to mail somebody out. But it's a valuable piece of paper. But it's boring. No one wants to deal with it. You're not selling heat tickets. You're not going to see the Giants go play football. You're not going to see San Francisco in the Super Bowl. It's insurance. Once you purchase it, it's there if you need it, but it's not something people are going to go to the kitchen and use every day. It's not something people are going to get in their little car and say, wow, this is a great buy. No, it's going to be kept in their wallet, kept a secret until they do need it. It's a one-time shot at closing a prospect with that product, but you're selling the air. You have to make that air seem like the best air that's available out there. Just like stocks. Stocks, you're selling the company, although it's a piece of paper saying that you own the company. You have to make it exciting because people can't use it. Can't use it. You're selling the experience. People always think that they're selling this. You're wrong. That star is the experience of the product. What will this product bring me? What will this product do for me? Well, guess what? It's sold through Tonality. It's the excitement. That's what that product's going to do for somebody. It's the ups and the downs and all the way around. You see, Mr. Jones, health insurance is essential in every household. Let me tell you something. I'm going to cover your A through Z. You know what that means to you? I'm going to cover your ass. Mr. Jones, a little pun? Yes. But you know what? It is the truth. Because let me ask you a question. When's the last time you visited a hospital just for fun? You haven't. When's the last time you paid a $10,000 bill just for fun? You haven't. We have to hit people where it hurts. Sell on the emotion through the Tonality. I hope that makes sense.